Good evening from New York. Here's a couple of questions. One of the most important things we can do is ask questions. Questions are perhaps the better way to find what helps us, more so than beliefs that we hold firmly to. Do you believe you can help yourself find personal growth? What are the ways you find empathy with others? Give your opinions. Share your ways. And hopefully we can make something valuable in this channel in terms of people answering one another's questions from their own point of view. Actually, the Quakers don't have the Friends General Science the Friends General Conference Quakers. They don't have a list of beliefs. They have a list of queries. They call it questions for everyone to think about. So I find that helps them. So I'm wondering what ways have you found? You know, we can be trapped inside our beliefs. Some beliefs help to liberate us, but many of them help trap us also. And questions help us find the more effective beliefs and concepts. So, that is, I believe, the path of the rational mystic to ask these important questions. And I believe that, yes, we can help each other. And in so doing, we help ourselves as well. So, I wonder what your opinions are. Now, what I've presented are ways to exercise certain empathies, which are, as I say, at the root of virtues, and also certain forms of awareness or meditation techniques that help us be more aware of who we are beneath the facade of language. A direct connection to our feelings without words, and our sense of identity without a rigid self-concept. That's something that I present here on the channel, and of course others on the channel also wish to create greater empathy and awareness in society, but they have their own ways of doing it. So let's ask you what your ways are. For instance, perhaps music is something that helps you to cope and helps you to grow. So, in what ways does music help you? Can you put that in the text? Other questions. What about just drawing or art, painting, taking a walk? How do these things help you? How do they help you to grow? I believe it's all about health in one sense or another. Has diet and a better diet helped you, to be a better person? What do you do to get a healthy night's sleep? That's also important, isn't it? So there are many ways that we can begin to improve our empathetic and aware approaches in communication. What kinds of communication have you found most useful in talking to different sorts of people? People who disagree with you, people who agree with you, and people in between. How do you begin a conversation? How do you listen to the other person? How do you make sure that you're hearing what the other person really has to say? I believe that's important as well. What do I say? Well, I'd say what the Buddha said. A person can say, I have a way, but they can't say, I have a way, I have the only way. How would you know? But I've found great benefit in certain forms of role play and certain forms of meditation. But what are your ways? Where did you come from? There's a good question. Before you made your self-improvements and helped your communication to be more effective, where did you come from? What was holding you back in the past? How did you overcome it? I think these things are really important to discuss. It's not about any one of us pretending to know everything. It's not about just pushing a particular idea. I'd like to know how you feel your personal growth has influenced you in your politics and in your decisions on politics. This is not a place, in this thread to overly criticize anybody. Just listen to what each other, what other people are saying. Just leave it sit. And if you agree or you disagree, well, that's fine. Just present your way. And rather than wrangling about your differences, you know where that goes. Usually nowhere. So, try that. In terms of politics, I believe that we should support candidates that are more empathetic and aware, as well as skilled. And what kind of candidate do you think should be running, that you think people should vote for? What are the good things that you find in religion, and What are the things in religion do you think hold you back? All of these things are important questions, I believe, to answer for yourself. What kind of philosophy do you hold? You know, are you an introvert or an extrovert, if you believe in those things? You know, which is your approach in life? How have you benefited from being an extrovert or an introvert? Have you considered being more the opposite? There are so many questions, and I'd like you to consider them seriously and answer, state the question you're answering and what your answer is. Now, people who are active in sharing, and find value in this approach, consider subscribing so that we know you're interested. And then perhaps you would like to join others in some Zoom calls where we discuss some of these things. Now, with the Zoom calls that we're planning to have more of, it comes in two sections. The first is everybody deciding what it is we're going to discuss in the first place. And the next session is the actual part that will be recorded and published. So if you just want to be involved in the first discussion, that's fine. You don't have to be involved in the part that's recorded. But you can have an influence on what does get recorded. And I think that should interest you. So what are your spiritual approaches? Do you believe in how do you define spirituality? And is spirituality for you? Or does it do nothing for you? What is it that you truly enjoy every day that helps you be a better person? These things I think, are very important to consider. And I hope that you do. Now, there are a lot of different questions here. Maybe you can come up with your own and then answer it. And other people can express their opinions, but try to be polite and kind to one another. It's a difficult thing to survive in life, and even more difficult to thrive. And let's try to help each other. Let's join the world together with a helping hand through questions, through considerations and varying perspectives. Now, sometimes, people will react badly to a different perspective. Well, that's a bad idea in my opinion. If we don't open ourselves to different perspectives, then we get into a state that I would call the beliefs having us, and rather than us having a belief. And just because I have a belief, it doesn't mean it's true for you. What is true for you? How would you help other people find what's true for them if it's different than what's true for you? So, I'll end this with my my Irish blessing, and then a beautiful word that Carl Sagan gave the best definition to, I believe. Yeah. Here goes with the Irish blessing. Feel free to criticize the bad singing. Humor is a wonderful thing. Be careful if people can't laugh at themselves. Yeah, that's a bad sign, especially if you're going to vote for them. Think about that. But anyway, may the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. The rain fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand, or her hand, or its hand. However you see it, however you see the ultimate source of love. And the word or the phrase that I love to use is namaste. And I think the best definition I've heard for it is comes from the great physicist Carl Sagan. And it goes like this: we are the universe knowing itself. Please do comment, and if you wish to get more involved, please subscribe so we know who you are. And make a great day today. You know you can.